Welcome to Addressing the Conflict, how to pick your battles and resolve issues constructively. Conflict can feel uncomfortable, but it's a normal part of relationships. The key is knowing how to address conflict in a way that helps rather than harms. In this video, we'll talk about when it's worth addressing a conflict, how to separate the person from the issue, and ways to address it constructively. Not every disagreement is worth turning into a conflict. Sometimes it's better to ask yourself, is this really worth it? Picking your battles means deciding if the issue is serious enough to confront. Small, everyday annoyances might not be worth the energy if they don't impact your well-being or the relationship. Before addressing a conflict, ask yourself, does this issue affect me deeply? Will resolving this make our relationship better or healthier? Am I reacting out of frustration, or is this a recurring problem? When addressing conflict, it's important to separate the person from the problem. It's easy to let frustration build up and start blaming someone for everything that's going wrong, but this only makes the conflict more personal. Instead, focus on the issue itself, not the person. Use I statements to explain how the issue is affecting you, without making it about the other person's character. For example, instead of saying, "You always make me feel bad," try saying, "I feel upset when this happens because it makes me feel unheard." Practice turning a blaming statement into an I statement. For example, instead of "You're so messy," try "I feel frustrated when the space isn't tidy because it makes it harder for me to relax." Think of a time when you blamed someone during an argument. How could you have separated the person from the conflict and focused on the issue? When you've decided that the conflict is worth addressing, and you've separated the person from the issue, it's time to have a constructive conversation. Here are some tips. Stay calm. If you're too emotional, take a break. It's better to talk when you're both calm. Be clear and specific. Describe the issue directly and explain what you need. For example, "I'd appreciate it if we could split chores more equally." Listen actively. Let the other person share their side. Sometimes conflicts arise from misunderstandings. Focus on solutions. Rather than arguing about who's right, work together to find a way forward. Conflict doesn't have to be about winning. It's about finding solutions that work for everyone involved. Conflict is part of life, but knowing how to approach it can help you keep your relationships healthy and avoid unnecessary stress. Remember to pick your battles, focus on the issue, and approach the conversation calmly with a solution in mind. Take some time to reflect on a recent conflict you've had. Write down how you handled it and how you could have applied the techniques from this video. Could you have picked a better battle? Were you able to separate the person from the issue?